this video contains spoilers from the game because, frick, why do we even have to explain this? It's obvious. Also, this animatic was made before another route was released, so that's one thing to keep in mind. Okay, so I think this video is long overdue, but I wanted to explain a specific animatic that I did about Mystic Messenger. Now, for those who haven't watched it, I'll link it down in the description so you could watch it and get your own idea first. Then let me smash that idea into pieces with this explanation. So, How to Be a Heartbreaker is part of my animatic story of Mystic Messenger. That, for those who don't know, all of my Mystic Messenger animatics are connected and is telling one story. So before we go deeper into this, I'll answer the question most significant to the game and this animatic. When did this video take place? A lot of people have been fussing over it in the comments, but to get it straight, it comes down to realizing the game's storytelling itself. As the video starts, it opens with what you see when you open the game. The logo of chariots and someone saying chariots. And I edited that to make Zen say it himself. No one has noticed that yet, but I just put it in to say that Zen is the focus in this video. Okay, it's not a random audio. I planned everything. Then you get a physical representation of you logging in the messenger. And then it stops as you see you're in the apartment. And at the right side of the screen, you can see tallies. Tallies of what? Most of you got it right. It's tallies of the day she played someone's route. The top is what you guys also guessed right, 11 days of someone's route. Next is 11 days on another character's route. And then we get a tally of 4 days. Now this explains where this video takes place. If you played the casual route, you will see a story mode at the very end of day 4. Open it and what story does it tell? Rika talking, telling about her point of view, her explaining her thoughts. And that's what I meant when I said it comes down to realizing the game's storytelling. It's a matter of what happens in the game itself, and I'm just expounding it to what I interpreted it to be. Going back, you see Rika with all of these different colors, which most of you guessed right is the color of the RFA members. But the colors vary in the space when colored in her line art, because that shows who was more impacted with her actions. Mint green is painted more because it's V. Next is red, then green, purple's next, and both yellow and white are least to be seen based on Rika's impact on Zen and Jaehee's lives. I can hear the contradictions already, but I'll explain that in my Jaehee analysis. Everything is frozen, including MC. Rika touches MC and it reveals the colors that are in MC's line art as well, green and purple. MC is surprised because as the player in the game, you're immersing yourself in a messenger type game, then you get a story mode of what you were told to be a Jed girl, thus explaining her being surprised. Rule number 1 is that you gotta have fun. MC makes this face because remember, this is you. When you remember this is a game, you keep in mind the rumor of the reset, all those comics and fanfics about hurting them when you reset. But to you, no matter how you treat it, in reality it's just a mobile game that urges the player to have fun. The next line, when you're done explaining done with the route, showing V as her prime example. You gotta be the first to run. She reveals what happens to V after she was the first to run in their relationship. By all means, this is not my point in saying, oh, Rika is a failed MC rumor. It's not that. I don't believe that, and neither was it hinted in the game, thus not being included in the story. At this point, when explaining the rules, I made her speak as though she was speaking for the game. This is what you should do. This is how you play. Because at day 4, you'll already get the gist of the game, and you can put 2 and 2 together. Basically, this animatic is the thought process of an MC as you get to a certain point in the game. Then MC calls 7. Whoo, rich on hourglass type of MC, I see. Rika cuts her off with, don't get too attached to someone you could lose, saying, if you get too attached in that character, that won't be good. You'll reset soon anyway. You'll hurt yourself. Keep playing the game by going on different routes. The chorus, this is how to be a heartbreaker, she spreads her arms, revealing 3 characters. Yoosung placed nearer to the camera, meaning he was the first to be heartbroken. Next is Jumin angled at the back of Yoosung, and then we suddenly have 7 at the very middle, at the very back. Does that mean he's next, or that after Jumin was 7? No, the X's mean broken hearts. 7's heart is broken, but is at the back. Obvious enough to see, but as the video continues, MC doesn't go to 7, and went straight to Yoosung, passing through the broken 7. Since we as a player didn't even know he was suffering because of his facade, we'll get them falling for a stranger, a player. Pretty accurate and self-explanatory. Our role was a stranger to the RFA members, same goes as a player of that game. Saying I love you, at least I think I do, is a clear reference to you saying sweet things, making it show like you like the person whose route you're in, even when your favorite character isn't him. It's like going to Jumin's route when your favorite character is Zen. Worried MC checks Yu-sung, and as she passes by, you guys notice that Yu-sung changed to the Yu-sung who injured his eye. Pass by Jumin, and you see a lovesick fool. She runs to Zen, but Rika continues. Wear your heart on your cheek, but never on your sleeve. Rika pulls on your arm, and the sleeves slide down to reveal red. Red for Sejong. Rika notices, pulls the sleeve up as she lets go, and before MC could even pull it back down, she brings up a new rule, getting MC's attention. Gotta be looking pure. Kiss him goodbye at the door is a complete contradiction, making me interpret it as you're changing your attitude to who you're with in every route. In Zen's route, you're feisty. Yu-sung's, you're understanding and calm. In Jumin's, you're intellectual and patient. And the scene of MC touching Zen was her action when she checked Yu-sung and Jumin, showing worry, wanting to heal them. After touching Zen, a shock sparks from her hand and Zen, showing how the programming of the game goes. Picks Zen and the game switches to Zen's route, leaving him wanting more. Reset. It's as simple as that. Zen's white heart flew to MC and got the white color, meaning from that point on, you made an impact on Zen's life. Now I've broken the 180 rule so many times in this video. If you don't know what that is, just look it up, because this isn't a physical room. This was a plot device to show what went on in MC's mind. Sudden turns, unexplained disappearances, plot holes yet to be filled. It's messy and the game leaves you questioning more. We'll get him falling for a stranger, a player, is a sign I want to show with Rika saying it near and to MC and V. Because out of the 3 guys who liked her, she ended up with V. And it's like saying, look at him now. Now, for my favorite part of the video, Rika pointing her fingers like a gun, and then the RFA members slowly fade in. As you can see, I drew them before Rika's so-called death. Yu-sung, who hasn't dyed his hair and wore a vest and collar shirt, what a nerd. Jumin, who made jokes and laughs a lot. Zen and Jaehee, who was, well, not that much different. They were both just happy with how the RFA is going. Okay, here it is. Why is Sejong's heart broken? See what he's holding there in his hand? That's a picture. Now, where did you last see Sejong with a picture in his hand? That's right. In the Satisfied Animatic, where he looks at a picture of him and his brother at the back of his father. His heart is already broken the moment he was born. His life was messy. Then, when Sejong was the only one holding it together, he had to give his brother up too. The scene where Rika shoots Yu-sung and Jumin with her finger guns represents what happened to them after. Yu-sung only had pictures of Rika in remembrance, and Jumin had Ellie as remembrance of Rika because Rika gave him that. Then a frame of Rika beside an MC who is crying because who didn't cry seeing the damage on the members? We don't want our hearts to break in two. When said in two, the frame shifts to Rika and V again, referencing how their relationship went downhill, revealed in Seven's route. Pointing her finger at V, looking pissed because of how she acted in the game in Seven's route. She was pissed at V. She hated him, or acted like she did. And because of her actions, V got shot, and seeing what happened surprised Rika, snapping her out, making her realize, and made the scene of what happened in Seven's route play in her head, which is already programmed and stored in the app. Now this time, the lines, "This is how to be a heartbreaker," is now filled with regret, as if saying, this is what it means to be a heartbreaker. This is what happens. This is my fault. And it's actually pretty funny when I made this scene because she literally broke V's heart, because that's where he was shot. Dark jokes, haha. Next scene reveals that MC can't see it because she hasn't gone down to Seven's route. The "I love you" line removes the "at least I think I do," showing Rika crying while V comforts her. They both love each other, but not that she realizes that she does. She regrets, and V would still love her anyway. MC slowly flees the scene because, come on guys, it's a mess, GTFO. She runs because she realizes that she caused that. She caused what she saw in Yu-sung and Jumin earlier. She runs and then stops when she saw Zen, looks at Zen's heart, and put on a pained expression because she knows what'll happen after. Because, like it or not, she can't stay with Zen. She's gonna be forced to reset. I love you line, being sincere with her words, trying to be, before she even breaks his heart. Then the three guys who was shown with the broken hearts flashed at MC's side, showing the good ending versions of themselves. Because that's what we want. We're reaching for a good ending for them. Yusung fading first, and then Jumin, and MC turns to see Seven, questioning him why there's red. Questioning him why there's a red color. She doesn't know. You don't know. You don't know the impact you've caused in Seven's life when you joined the RFA. He smiles and then reminds you of rule number 2, which he kept repeating in his route before fading, which is double meaning to the meme that puts up a peace sign and fades, representing that even with how Seven is, he still jokes around. That's why I put the meme there. MC fades to all white, meaning she's now in Zen's route. Everything goes back to normal, and finally, this is what no one, I say no one has noticed. I am very careful with my lip syncing. Now notice MC's mouth. It doesn't move to at least I think I do. It doesn't. I honestly hoped someone noticed it and I would pin it for eternity, but no one did. I'm sad. But I'll explain it then. As she moves her mouth, say the words, "You know I really do." So yeah. Boy. This is an example of how you can figure out and how to understand my animatics. I made this video just for the lip syncing part because I assumed you guys would notice in a few weeks or months after I posted it, but oh well. Also, someone made an animatic of this and I'm actually really happy that they credited it, but please don't use my audio next time because, you know, I edited that. I don't know, it's a little thing, but I don't know, I just don't like it. You can edit your own, but just don't use mine. That's it. I'm sorry. I mean, that's petty. But, yeah, I don't know. It's okay. Copy my idea. Just not take the audio or something. Thanks. So, yeah.